Hey everyone, what is going on? So we have another shoutcast for you today in the Master League Classic, and this trainer does have a YouTube channel, so as always I will leave a link in the description down below if you want to go ahead and follow them. So they're using a non-legendary team, and you saw that they hit Legend last season, which is really cool, so they're previous Legend, but they're also using a non-legendary team with Garchomp in the lead and Double Steel in the back, so Metagross and Excadrill. So pretty cool team, pretty accessible for the most part. I mean, you do have that Community Day move on Metagross, of course, but for the most part, should be accessible to the majority of trainers. If you're looking for a solid Master League team, I think this is a pretty good one. The team does kind of struggle against Kyogre. Of course, Kyogre in the back would be really tough. I guess Ho-Oh in the back could be pretty tough. Metagross, both of its attacks are going to be resisted. And then, of course, Excadrill does have Rock Slide, but it doesn't KO it in one shot. But we'll go ahead and see how this battle plays out. Let's just go ahead and dive right into it. We do have two sets for you, and so basically a 7-3. One set had 3-2, and the other set had a 4-1. But I think these battles are out of order, so I just wanted to mention that. So we might see some losses in a row. We might not. We'll see. We'll just jump right into it right now. Garchomp going for the Sand Tomb and trying to farm down with Dragon Tail right now. Able to farm down that Giratina. Absolutely incredible. So in comes Zacian. Okay. That's why Metagross is actually pretty good now in the Master League, is because Zacian, right? Zacian is really good. So that's why you might see it. We didn't see it a lot in the past, but ever since Zacian became a thing, you started to see Metagross more and more. So Outrage is going to be double resisted, but that did a decent amount of damage. Switching into Metagross to go for this Medium Mash, and the opponent made a nice catch there, but can Metagross farm down before the Zacian gets too close combats, because one will not KO. And no, they actually do have another one, so this is actually going to KO that Metagross. So that's why Zacian is broken, right? Because even against counters, like, Metagross is probably the best answer to Zacian, if not one of the best answers, right? And, you know, Zacian can still do pretty well against it. It's crazy. You know, Zacian is just so good. Okay, but next up we have a really bad lead. They both switch out. Okay, the opponent switches out as well. That tells me they don't have play rough, although close combat would still do pretty good against Garchomp. But either way, they both switch out. Excadrill into Giratina. Not the greatest matchup for the Excadrill, but you can still put pressure on it to maybe get shields. I mean, these drill runs do a good amount of damage. Look how low that Giratina is. Excadrill will go ahead and shield this, and it will not be a bait. So that is a good call there. Maybe farm down. Come on. Oh no, they do get to another attack. Will the Excadrill double shield and farm down? Yes, they will. So it's going to be a Shadow Ball. So Excadrill going to be able to win this matchup and come out with a lot of energy. Unfortunately, it cost them 2 shields. But in this situation, we all hate going down 2 shields. But in this situation, I think it's worth it, because Excadrill does have a lot of energy. Maybe he can get a shield back against the Zacian. Probably can, to be honest. The next one is going to get it very low, so I think they probably will shield this one. Zacian might look to farm down, which is not the greatest, but we'll see. Actually, it's fine. They actually don't even shield it, so they still have 2 shields. They are keeping both of their shields for whatever's in the back. Close combat will KO. You can farm down with anything. Gonna farm down with Garchomp. In comes Dialga. Okay, so gonna Sand Tomb it? Yep, gonna Sand Tomb it. This Dialga, even knowing this is a Sand Tomb, I feel like still has to shield, right? Yeah, they do go ahead and shield. And gonna continue trying to get to another one. Able to get it off. They gotta shield this one too, right? And a Draco Meteor should not KO the Metagross, so this should be fine if you could Bullet Punch down. This is probably gonna be a Draco or Thunder, whatever they have, but it shouldn't KO. It is a Draco. It doesn't KO. It does do a lot of damage, and you're going to be able to bullet punch down. No! The Iron Head comes in, but is Iron Head enough to KO? Not after the Draco, I don't think. No, it's not. And in comes Zacian. Zacian goes down, and Metagross does have that Medium Mash to take this game. That is a crazy game. Going down 2 shields, still being able to win the matchup thanks to Metagross. Yeah, Metagross does resist Dialga's attacks as well, so it is a good Pokemon, even for that, right? Okay, next up we do have a Dialga lead. We're going to see a switch out into Excadrill. They bring in Kyogre. So as I said, Kyogre is really bad if it's in the back. So we'll see how this plays out. Excadrill is just going to go ahead and go for the drill runs. Okay, I mean, can it get to one more? Yes, it can. So Excadrill actually able to get 2. So It's not a good matchup for Excadrill, but hey, you're able to get a shield out of that and get the Kyogre pretty low. So I guess it's not that bad. So I guess you probably farm down with Dragon Tail, Garchomp. Definitely can't bring in Metagross. They're going to go ahead and throw. I think this is only a Surf. I don't think they charged up enough for Blizzard, but we do see a shield there. Surf would still be neutral, so I understand that shield. We do see another Surf. Take this and farm down. Yeah, going to go ahead and take this. Yeah, I would have had to shield one of those Surfs anyway, so that's why they did. In comes Dialga, and Dialga will be hit with an Outrage, unless if it decides to shield. We'll have to see. No, they just let it go down, doing so much damage. We see it switch into Metagross. What is in the back? Show me a Zacian, Togekiss. I don't know what's in the back. Dialga's gonna go ahead and go for an attack. We're gonna see a shield. It is a Draco, so nice shield. What is it? It's a Zacian, of course, because everyone's using Zacian, myself included. And Metagross is going to be able to get to 2 Media Mesh attacks, and one is going to get the shield, the other is going to KO. One close combat should not KO Metagross, but they don't even get to it. This is going to KO Zacian, and that is going to be a great game. Very well played. The Dialga comes back in, but it's in farm down range. So hey, I mean, the game wasn't looking too bright, but at the end of the day, they had a Fairy type, which is weak to Metagross, so going to be able to win that one. So great game, very well played. So next up, okay, another Zacian, but this is in the lead. Not a good one, or not a good lead. Going to switch into Excadrill. Again, I mean, this is really... The close combats do a lot to Excadrill. So it looks like they're still staying in, which is fine. Excadrill going to go ahead and throw the Drill Run right now. And they throw the close combat. This is going to KO, so do you shield it? Do you let it go? We're going to see a shield. And we do see another Drill Run. This is going to KO. So we'll have to see if the opponent decides to invest. Yes, they do. And another close combat coming in. Will the Excadrill decide to shield this or not? Nope, just going to let it go. Probably farm down with Metagross. Wait out the switch timer, which makes sense because you don't want the opponent to switch out right away before you can switch out. They do switch out. Oh, it looks like they brought in Garchomp. Okay, maybe they were going to try and Dragon Tail down, which would have gotten a lot of energy for Garchomp, to be honest. Okay, I was thinking Metagross, but I actually like that, bringing in Garchomp. Anyway, Garchomp going to go ahead and go for this Outrage into the Landorus. And this is going to KO it. Goodbye, Landorus. Trying to switch immediately. We're assuming Zacian comes in. It does, and the opponent can't switch out, right? So Metagross is just looking to farm, able to farm all the way down before they get to a close combat, and it's going to be an Excadrill, which generally is not great for Metagross, but this Metagross does have energy, so let's see if that helps it. We do see a shield there, very nice. And, okay, can't get to it. Going to go ahead and go for the Media Mesh right now. They were concerned they would not be able to get to the Earthquake, but look how much that does. I mean, Garchomp should be able to win this. You let the Metagross go, right? You just let it go, and you Dragon Tail down. Yeah, you just Dragon Tail down, and that is going to be a good game. Very well played. Yeah, really well played. Let's move on to the next one. Going up against so tactical and amazing content creator, Melmetal in the lead. You absolutely love to see this. They do switch into Zacian. Out comes Metagross. That is a dream scenario. Again, because of the Snarl damage being super effective and close combat is neutral, 2 close combats will KO. So might be worth just throwing the Media Mesh unless if you want to invest the shield. Okay, so now Metagross will have to invest the shield and it can farm down. You could play it that way, or you could play it like going for a Media Mesh before they get to a second close combat. But I do like that using the shield and then farming down, because now you have 2 shields, not 2 shields, but 2 attacks. And we're going to see one come in against this Palkia right now. And we do see a shield there, very nice. Trying to get to it, can't get to it. Going to go ahead and go for the Media Mash. This is resisted, but still going to do a decent amount of damage. And Palkia will farm down. In comes this Garchomp. Garchomp looking to farm down. You have the Excadrill in the back for the Melmetal. We're going to see an Aqua Tail. Okay, neutral damage, decent amount of damage. We're going to see another Aqua Tail. Do you shield this or do you let it go? Just going to let it go. And going to switch out to get ahead on energy now. In comes the Melmetal. And, okay. This is going to be interesting. We'll see how this plays out. We're going to see the Drill Run come in from the Excadrill. And that will not get the shield. Okay. Superpower or Rock Slide? What do? Do you shield it? Probably? No, not going to shield it. It's going to be a Superpower. Okay. And looks like we're seeing some lag. Come on, game. Okay, looks like Tho lagged out here. That's definitely unfortunate. So Excadrill can farm down and go ahead and go for the drill run. I don't know what happened there. Looks like Tho lagged out towards the end there. That Melmetal was not able to go for another attack. I don't know what happened there, but either way, that's fine. It would have been a closer game. Tho may have been able to win that. I'm not really sure. But either way, that's totally fine. Good game. Let's go ahead and move into the next one. Let's go Battle League. What else do you expect, right? So let's go ahead and move into the next one. Garchomp into Dialga. See how this matchup plays out. We do see a switch into Metagross. Dialga's staying in for right now. Okay. And we're going to see a Medium Mash bait right now. We'll see if the Dialga decides to shield us. They probably do. Yeah, they do go ahead and shield. It makes a lot of sense because you do not want to be hit with Earthquake, right? Draco will KO, so we'll have to see if they decide to shield. No, not going to shield. Cooling Iron Head, and it is an Iron Head. That is huge. Wow, I cannot believe this Dialga is not switching out. Do they really not? I guess they don't have another answer, or they don't have an answer at all to Metagross in the back. So Dialga actually double shielded. I mean, if they don't have an answer, they can't switch out, I guess, which is fine. But in comes Excadrill. Excadrill will be hit with an attack. You do not want to be hit with a Draco. We'll see. It's going to be an Iron Head. Definitely unfortunate there. And going to go ahead and just go for the drill run. Get rid of this Dialga. And again, yeah, they lost switch, but they also have shield advantage here. So one shield. And we see a Zacian. Of course, Zacian does not want to come in to Metagross. So that's why they didn't bring in Zacian. I wonder what else is in the back, though. We're going to see the drill run come in. One more drill run will KO. This will KO. Very nice. And you'll see what's in the back. This is probably going to be a good game. A Togekiss. Okay, double fairy. That's why they couldn't bring in anything. They couldn't bring in anything to that Metagross, right? So Excadrill going to go ahead and go for drill run. Garchomp does not want to see that Togekiss at all. Oh, but it's able to get to another Rock Slide. So if the Excadrill went down, the Togekiss would have had a great time against the Garchomp. But that's going to be a good game. Very well played. Able to win that one. So losing the lead, but still able to win that because the opponent had no response to Metagross in the back. So Garchomp into Zacian. Okay, definitely not what you want to see. We're going to see a switch right now into Excadrill. And going to go ahead and go for the drill run right now. Yep, just going to go ahead and go for these drill runs. One more should be enough to KO. And they do get to it. Okay, so the Zacian definitely going to go ahead and shield this. So we do see the drill run, and yeah, we do see the shield. That makes sense. And now the Zacian will go ahead and throw an attack. Going to be a close, well, we know it's going to be a close combat, so that's fine. And they're going to be able to get to another one. Yes, they are. So they do get to another one, which will KO. Do you let it go? Yeah, going to let it go, not wanting to invest both shields. Farm down was something. I guess you could farm down with either one. Last time, I think they came in with Garchomp. They wanted to farm down, but now in comes Metagross. So Yveltal is switching in. Out comes Garchomp. So Garchomp wants to get to this Outrage, but we're seeing more Go Battle lag. Can't get to it. Okay, so I think this is only yeah, it's only a Dog Pulse, so it's not a Focus Blast. So now we see the Outrage come in, and this Outrage is going to do a lot of damage. It's actually enough to knock it out. Very nice. So in comes Dialga. Wants to get to a Sand. Barely not able to get there. Definitely unfortunate. But in comes Metagross. Again, Metagross does pretty well here. It's just Draco still does a lot because it's Draco Media and it's from a Dialga, so it makes sense. So we do see a shield. Definitely unfortunate. It's an Iron Head, but that's okay. We're going to see the Medium Mash bait right now. This is going to be huge if they can get the shield. They can get the shield, very nice. So now they want to go for Earthquake. Oh, you saw they tried to catch with Zacian. So nice attempt by the opponent, but Metagross can get to the Earthquake to KO the Dialga. Did not go for that bait. So that was huge. Not falling for the bait there. So, or the catch, not falling for the catch there. So nice play by the opponent, nice attempt, but not able to win that. Okay, so Garchomp into Dialga. So we do see a switch into Metagross, and they pull the switch into Giratina. Okay, so of course Giratina does well because it has the Ghost attacks, which is strong against Metagross, but the Medium Mesh will still do a lot of damage. Not enough to warrant a shield though, unfortunately. So Giratina is charging up, and they're going to go ahead and throw at a really nice timing. So nice counting there. Probably an ominous win. No, just going to be a Shadow Ball. Just wants to get KO it. I guess they were concerned that ominous wouldn't KO, and it might not have actually, but we bring in Garchomp, or I don't bring it in, they bring it in, and Garchomp is going to go for the farm down, but Giratina does have another Shadow Ball, doing a lot of damage. This is not looking too good. This is not looking too good at all. But you never know. We're going to try and see the switch right now. Yep, Zacian is coming in, and Excadrill and Zacian both charging up a lot of energy. So Drill Run coming in from this Excadrill. So Excadrill will get it off, very nice, and Close Combat coming in from the Zacian. How many times have I said that in this video? Zacian is so common, right? So it really changed the meta. It's crazy. So not necessarily changed the meta, just like everyone uses it now. It's just so good. So now Zacian is going to go ahead and go for an attack, and we're going to see a shield from the Excadrill. And now we're going to see a Drill Run. This is going to be enough to KO the Zacian, unless if the Zacian decides to shield, which they might. They do. And they have the Close Combat. This is definitely going to KO the Excadrill, so the Zacian going to be able to win this matchup. So now in comes Kyogre, and yeah, this is going to be a good game. They do get to an Outrage, though. They do get to the Outrage. And that will not KO, though, and Garchomp goes down. So nice plays. Unfortunately, not able to win that one. But let's go ahead and move into the next one, see how the next battle plays out. Garchomp into Ho-Oh. Okay, so you definitely don't want the bag lineup against Ho-Oh. I guess Excadrill has play there, but this is where you want to see the Ho-Oh. And Ho-Oh is going to go ahead and go for an attack right now. It's going to be an Earthquake, and it looks like Garchomp is running Earthquake now, but before, earlier in the video, it was running Sand Tomb, I think, right? So I guess they changed the moveset, which is totally fine. Again, I think these battles are out of order, so I don't know which moveset they started with, but either way, going to go ahead and shield that Brave Bird, and we see it switching to Zacian. Out comes Metagross. This is absolutely beautiful. And yeah, we're just gonna see the Meaty Mesh. The thing is, Metagross doesn't have a shield, so it would die to 2 close combats, right? So it does have to shield that. Or it does have to go for the Meaty Mesh, I should say. So close combat is coming in. So Zacian gonna be able to win this because they have another close combat. So this is gonna KO, but at least Metagross was able to get a shield and do a lot of damage to Zacian. And Zacian is pretty low, not really in farm down range with Dragon Tail, right? No, I would say not. So gonna go ahead and bring in Excadrill. So trying to get to a Drill Run, able to get it off. This is gonna KO the Zacian, so this is good. So there we go. Zacian goes down. In comes Giratina, switching into Garchomp right now. Gonna go ahead and go for this Outrage. So this Outrage is going to connect. Well, we know it's gonna connect, right? And in comes Ho-Oh. Trying to get to another one. I don't think they make it. Okay. Very close, very close. So this is going to KO. That's totally fine. Look how low Ho-Oh is. So in comes Excadrill, and Excadrill is able to get to a Rock Slide, and this is going to KO. Drill Run would have KO'd as well. It doesn't really matter. And that's going to be a good game. At least Ho-Oh was in the lead there, though. Okay. Great game. Well played. Let's go ahead and move into the next game. Zarude in the lead. Okay, so you probably go, well, yeah, you just definitely go straight Outrage, of course. Even if you had Sand Tomb, I would still go straight Outrage. But we'll see. I think they're probably not likely to shield the Zarude, but we'll see. I could be wrong. We'll see. Because the Dragon Tails, look how much Dragon Tails did already, right? So we're going to see the Outrage. Yeah, they don't even shield it. They let it go. Maybe they were calling the Sand Tomb bait. I don't know. In comes Zacian. I don't think Zacian can farm down, so especially not before an Earthquake comes out. So that's awesome. So Earthquake coming in, and usually you expect either Sand Tomb or Earth Power. Not Earthquake. Oh my gosh, switching into Metagross. Metagross will shield this because close combat will still do a lot of damage. And in comes Landorus, and trying to get to a Meteor Mash, able to get to it. You know Landorus has to shield this one. So we're going to see the Meteor Mash get the shield, very nice. And they're going to go ahead and go for an attack, probably let this go. Yeah, you probably let this go. Yeah, it's going to be a super power, doesn't even KO. The bullet punches are doing more damage now. We do see an attack come in Could shield and go for Medium Mash. No, just gonna let it go. Okay, yeah, I like that play. Try to Dragon Tail it down because it's debuffed, right? No, gonna bring in Excadrill. Okay, Excadrill to take the attack and then switch, maybe? Maybe? Is that what they're doing? No, it looks like Excadrill is staying in. I mean, the Garchomp is low, but I don't think it's in Mudshot range, unless if I'm wrong. But either way, gonna go ahead and shield this. Oh, and Zacian comes in. Oh, we'll have to see. This is gonna KO. And in comes Garchomp, and Garchomp is gonna go ahead and... Oh, actually, it's gonna lose. Okay. Okay, gonna go ahead and lose. Okay, well played. Unfortunately, not able to win that, but that's okay. And I'll see you in the next one. Have a good day, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.